Cool. So tell us about Filth Wizard. You guys are obviously based in Perth. Four-piece grunge punk rock band. Are you guys all from Perth, and when did you form?
We are all from Perth. Our bass player is from Narrogin, which is like regional town. I think it's like 3 or 4 hours south. But yeah, she spent most of her life in Perth. So I mean, the band itself, like I guess the idea of the band was like the start of 2017. So that was Jess, who is our drummer. She was kind of putting out an ad on Facebook, trying to put together a bit more of a heavier band that she hadn't done in quite a while. She's playing in a band called the Tommy Hawks, which is a bit more like folk blues rock.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they've done pretty well for themselves. But she wanted to do something little bit heavier, a little bit grungy. So I kind of just met up with her at a rehearsal studio, and we had a jam, and there was a couple other people there. They didn't all kind of mesh well, but me and her sort of saw eye to eye immediately. One of those moments where you're like, "Are we best friends?" Like just immediately.
Yeah.
But also the musical like connection was really good as well. Um, so we started trying out a couple different people. Obviously, neither of us are a singer, so we needed to suss that out immediately to get it really moving.
Yeah.
So we eventually got someone who Jess had played with a couple of years earlier in another band, Ben, who's now our singer, but he was just on rhythm guitar originally. And then we had a couple of singers come in, eventually settled on a guy named Ryan, and then that kind of went through its motions. We had him playing bass, and we did a couple of shows over like a 6 month period. I think that was 2018 maybe, or end of 2017. We got some good feedback, but the sound of the band was quite different then. Obviously different vocalists, different songs, different way of writing as well.
Yeah.
And then things didn't work out with Ryan, just priorities and things like that. So we were back with the three of us, me, Jess, and Ben. And then Ben, wanted to kind of step up to start being the vocalist. And, we wanted to try that out. So we tried that for a couple of months, just writing new songs with him. And then we knew we needed to get a bass player now. So we put out ads, did a couple of auditions. And then, yeah, Jenna joined the band then. So that was like the start of last year. So it was sort of like, clean slate from that point. We obviously had some gigs that we had done.